Well, Stacey, the debate playing out over private property rights in the Cowichan Nation title ruling appears to be undercutting the public's goodwill on reconciliation, according to this new Angus Reid poll today. The polling firm releasing results in the same week that angry Richmond residents gathered for a town hall concerned about their private property ownership rights in an area the BC Supreme Court declared Cowichan title on, and also declared Aboriginal title superior to fee simple private ownership. At least one person at that meeting saying they're having trouble getting their mortgage renewed while under questions over whether they are limited in their ownership rights. The Angus Reid survey saying 60% of people polled said the decision is likely to harm their opinion of ongoing reconciliation efforts with First Nations. 61% say they support the BC government's decision to appeal the case, and 67% said they view the court case as a serious risk to their private property rights. Another 44% say they think Premier David Eby's government is now too focused on reconciliation versus other priorities. Here's some political reaction today.
Nothing's more important to somebody than home security, right? And knowing that their home will be there and that it's not at risk. So it doesn't surprise me, and I think speaks to why we have to do a better job of ensuring people understand that their private property is protected and will be, regardless of what happens.
I think what the government is doing is putting too much emphasis on the secrecy around their reconciliation agenda. Time and time again, we see a lack of information being shared with the public on what is a British Columbia issue that is faced in front of us. This government owes it to the residents of British Columbia to bring them along with the reconciliation agenda, and unfortunately they've chosen to keep them in the dark, and that is unacceptable for us as opposition.
The shift in public sentiment, maybe one of the reasons the BC government taking a harder line this week, saying it believes private property rights suspend Aboriginal title in areas where they overlap, not something it often says out loud as it continues its reconciliation efforts. Stacey, there is a big meeting next week, the First Nations Leadership Council meeting in Vancouver, where this topic and others are going to be front and center between Indigenous leaders and the BC government. Stacey.
And that will be interesting to follow. Rob, thanks very much for the update. Appreciate it.